Right, well we're on the BSR out of the BINATONE. So we'll start by doing the usual. The cartridge works on this, it works well, so we're alright there. There's the stylus, ST16, and that's got a 78 RPM point on it as well. The LP point is worn, but the 78 point is probably okay, so I'll save that. It'll be kept for testing. The new stylus will go in, I have them as you know. Pull this out. And this deck's actually nice and immaculate, more or less. It's a bit discoloured here, nicotine juice probably, but I won't take the cartridge out, I don't think. I don't think there's really any need to pull the cartridge. Get me tools. But this is lovely, and where's me? There it is. My screwdriver. Put that back in there. Always put your tools where you get them from. That way, when you need them, you know where they are. So this is not seized, so it should just lift off. Take that off without scratching the rim, the inner rim of the turntable. Take that clip off for a second, move this over a bit. Yeah. And we're off. Yeah. You can see on this one where they started cheapening out on them, because they've cut holes in the actuation pawl, which actually for a change is actually free. That isn't. So we'll start by removing the clip. We'll take the idler off. Oops. Put it on the lowest speed. You can press down on it a bit then without damaging anything. Lift the idler. The other fibre washer is stuck to the bottom, or at least it should be. Yep. Make sure we don't lose our fibre washers. I know you've seen me do these many times, but hey, why not? Turn the heat gun on. Heat this up. They won't need a lot. It's all very stiff. So get a bit on there as well. A load of gunk in there. That's got it. Pop that back up there out of the way. Right. Let's take out our thrust bearings. Along with the thrust washers and the little rubber O-ring on the bottom. Get that out as well. I haven't got the cleaning stuff down yet, but we'll get to that. Right. I bet this is seized, it is, so we'll get the heat gun on that. On this cam follower. see if we can turn that with the pliers, or rather get the cutters on it and just see if we can just move it a little bit. Yep, that's starting to turn now. Yep, that can follow now turns. So get the pliers. Work that round a bit. That's okay. I can turn that by hand now. Oh, lovely. That's freed up nice. There we go. Check the motor. The motors in these are never seasoned. I don't know if these are or not. That's okay. I'm not going to, what do you call it? I'm not going to strip the motor on this completely. It doesn't need it. You see me do it anyway. I'm just going to get the cleaning stuff down that I need. We need the grease, we need the oil, we need the rubber renew, oops, and the isopropyl. That's what we need. Have I got another can of switch cleaner up there? And there's my tube of super glue I couldn't find the other day. I have got another can of switch cleaner, but unfortunately no straw with it. I need to find a straw. Put that up there because I might need that. Let's get this down, I might need it, you never know. Right, and the brushes, I go through quite a few brushes because they tend to sort of fall apart. There's one. Right. That's stiff. That's going to need to be done. Start by cleaning. Let's get a cloth. And start by cleaning everything. I'm going to go make a brew in a minute, and when I do I'll get some to put the isopropyl in. In fact, actually I've got something here, haven't I? Just clean this round here. All this crap out. So that we're thrust bearing has gone nice now. I'm not going to take the motor out. The reason why is it doesn't really need it. I'm going to just try and get the oil, if I can. Oops. No, I can't do that. I'm going to take it apart. What I need really is something like, let's wipe that excess oil off there and off the motor pulley. What I need is something like let's put the isopropyl in something. I've got this top here off the switch cleaner, because whoever puts the top back on the service hull or whatever brand of switch cleaner, no one ever put, this is not service hull I use, it's cheap shit, but it does the job. Hang on. Oh, that's got a hole in it. That's got a fucking hole in it. A hole in it there, I didn't see that. Oh yeah, bugger. Don't see that. It's got a fucking hole in it. Right. Let's start by, where do I want to start? Start by wiping this excess oil. There's still a bit on here. Get rid of all this shit. Wow. Because I don't want it getting onto any rubber parts. Right, so what we need to do next is look at the underside of the mechanism. We should have, give all this a good clean. Right, and this is the, this doesn't go back down very smoothly, it should do. So start by just cleaning all the old lubricant off. I'll do the motor last. I'll do the motor last, I think. Fancy that lid having an hole in it, bastard. Clean all this crap from off here, because it'll all be replaced. And get all that off there. I mean, when BSR greased this one, they really greased it. They really did a good job of greasing this one. Right. Am I going to have to strip this whole fucking thing down just to get that fucking pin there? Lift the arm up a minute. I have to strip this one down, folks. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to get into that. So it might be a strip down job on this one. Yeah. Looks like we're doing a strip down job on this one. So let's get into it. Change the screwdriver bit. The Phillips. Yep, we're stripping this one. I might divide this video up because it could take quite a bit of time, so we'll see. So, start off by shifting these wires out of the way and desoldering the wires from the tone arm. One off. Two off. Three off. Four. 5. Move the isopropyl out of the way, put it over here. Now, lift these tabs up. Not sure if that'll go through, it might. If it doesn't, I'll have to pull it off under a bastard to feed back through, so yeah, it will, it'll go through. There we go. Feed that through. There we go. Move the turntable, I don't know where I put it. Be there. Right. Remove the arm. Whoops. Where's them fucking pliers? I've got the really old ones. They're really good pliers, you can just get them like that. There we go. Remove the arm. Throw it all into the turntable. There we go. Check the rubber on the cartridge, yes, it's still nice and pliable. So be careful with the cartridge. Take this off. These usually spin round and they're usually a bit of a pain in the ass to get out, these adjusters. So I will have to set the height adjuster. This has to come off. Put that in there. Pull this little rubber off. Now I need to find, oh god, what am I going to get in with that? That's a small screw. Should have a small screwdriver somewhere to fit that. It's a flathead. Yeah. Should have a small screwdriver to fit that. Let's see. I've had them off before. There's one, but the shank's broke. There's one. Should fit it. I have actually had them off before, as we all know. Strip these down a lot of times. I'm no new boy, as we all know, to taking decks apart. I don't think that fucker's going to fit that. Nope. Even now a screwdriver. Have I got anything smaller? Fucking hell. Well, till I find anything smaller, I should have something. Yeah, where's my little kit? Where's my little kit? Which is basically precision screwdrivers. The one that's in there won't fit, that's for sure. So Find a nice little screwdriver. There's got to be one in here. I hate this because you have to empty the fuckers out, and you tend to one will lose one. I bet the one I want isn't even in here. Probably already got lost. Want the really thin one. It doesn't look as though it's in here. No, it's not. It's a fucker, isn't it? No, every other thing's in here, but not the little small screwdriver I need. Oh, it ain't in it. Oh, hang on. No. All the other ones are. So where did I put that last time I used it? I might have thrown it straight into the drawer, so we'll have a look. See if it's in here. Just pull the drawer open and see. That won't fit. I've actually got some small screwdrivers here for taking phones apart, and they're no use to me, so what I might do, I might grind a couple of them down to flatheads. There's nothing in there. There's nothing in the end of that. No. Nothing in the end of that. Have a look in here. Nope. Move this drawer a bit further out. Look on the other side here. Anything in there that'll do it? Nope. None of them will do it. What's that one? No, it won't, it's the right size. So none of them will do it. I did have a small red one, I don't know where it's gone, a little tiny one. Little tiny red one. Don't know where it's, can't seem to see where it's gone. What's this? An empty gases case. New Shore cartridge in there. Luckily the stylus has got a guard on it. There's nothing in there either, so we're going to have to, it's got to come off. So where that is then. Put these back in here. I know where they are at least. Let's try this one. This one's got a bit of, not that one. But I noticed one of these had a bit of a chunk taken from it, so I might just got in with it. Not that one. This one. It's got a bit of a chunk off the edge there, so might get in with that, we'll see. Because you only need to screw one turn out. Let's just see if we can get in with this one. Yeah. Yeah, we've managed it. There we go, take that off. That's well and truly stuck, that. Now, whoops, put that back there. Now, let's remove the control arm, or some of you call it the overarm because you don't know what it is. Let's remove the control arm. Along with its spring and circlip. There we go. Pull the control arm out. That needs a bloody clean and all. Right, now the anti-skate. Do I need to remove that? I probably don't actually. Probably get away with just. Can probably get away with just unhooking that. Let's have a look. Okay, I've got to take the fucking spring off, you twat. No, maybe I can unhook it. Let's see, because I don't want to take that off. There's no need for really for that to come off. Let's just straighten the end of that. You have to be straight to come out anyway. There we go. Pull that. There we go. Got it. It's the anti-skate spring taken off, and I know where to bend it back because I've left a bend in it. And that shouldn't fall out because it's held in by that washer, so that's okay. Now start removing the screws. That one doesn't have to come out, there's nothing holding it. So all that's doing is just holding that lug. Bet the fucking motor has to come out, doesn't it? Yep. Motor has to come out. Or be moved anyway. Can't get that screw, but I want to drop a bit of oil in the motor anyway, so and this end, that end. It's this end that comes off. There we go. There we go. Just move the motor over there. Do the tool on. There we go. Attachment rather. This should now lift out. Take that off. Clip that, put that there. Right, I can put the rest of this out of the way. And I'm going to go make a brew, folks, and I'll be back in a minute because I'm getting thirsty. I need a brew. I'm getting a bit on the thirsty side. Just pause the... Right, well, we're back. Or rather, I'm back. Like there we go. Let's find the old specs. I hate it taking them off because I can never find the damn things again. Not under there. Right in front of me. Should put them around my fucking neck. Right. Basically, this is basically the mechanism for the BSR. And what we're going to do, we're going to it's definitely sticky. Look at that, all that corrosion and shit in there. Right. So let's get a screwdriver. And I reckon there's probably a proper tool for taking these clips and circlips and stuff off, but ooh, got a gunge in that. That needs to be cleaned. Take the push pad off. Take the spring out of here. A fucking blob of grease on the end of it, there we go. The one area you've got to watch is that you don't lose this little clip and the spring doesn't fly off. And that you don't lose the washer either. But basically this is, it should now lift out, turn it right round, it lifts off, there we go. Now, don't think we have to take that off, and we've got another small washer there. Now that small washer comes off. A small washer, you have to remember not to lose it. It comes off, where does that come off? Doesn't come off there because there's one on there. It didn't come off there, it didn't come off there. It's out there somewhere, we'll figure that out. It looks like it goes on there, but it doesn't because there's already one on there. I think I just worked out where it goes. I think it sits on the top of it, it might sit on there. But We'll sort all that out as we get to it. Now, we want this pin out here because it's absolutely corroded on and manky and no good like that. Has to be done properly. So this now should slide out like so. Get the isopropyl. Clean that up. So it's not, well, it's not actually corrosion, it's just grease really, stuff that's been smeared all over the fucking thing. These later ones seem to have more grease on them than the earlier ones. That's now free as a bird. That's now fucking nice and clean. So put that there for a minute so I don't lose it. To clean the push pad. Clean all the crap off the push pad because we'll put new crap on. Grease hasn't really hardened up on this, but it just rubs off because it's not really hardened up. Apart from that bit there, so we'll get the isopropyl on that bit. I mean, it all has to be done. It's mechanism can run smooth. And there's another video of me doing this, but hey, I'm here so I might as well. That's the push pad nice and clean, ready for active service. Let's get this cleaned here. I still don't know where that white washer come from. It hasn't come off there because it's got one on it. I don't have to strip this to the degree I did the other one because it's not really that bad. It was only that pin that was causing the problem, was sticking in. And clean this. Clean the torn arm shaft. IPA. Clean this, I might as well, it's out. I can get to it easy enough. Clean the turntable spigot. Clean that spigot. There we go, put that there a minute. I want to just check this thrust bearing on the push pad. Give that a clean as well. not thrust bearing, cam follower, sorry. Look at that. Clean that cam follower. Make sure that all the crap is out of it. It is. That rotates perfectly now, which is how it's supposed to. Not a lot of people grease or clean that. I've noticed in the videos, not a lot of people do. I do. Because it's what the manufacturer demands. Right, so what we can do next. Feed that through there, look at that now. That's still a bit fucking thingy that. Let's try that. I'll tell you what, it's got grease in the hole. You can see it. Let's find a wet patch. There it is. Should be alright now. Yeah, that's not bad. Right. Wet patch there. Try and get under that. Clean this. As much of the crap off as you can. I mean, I could take this apart and I'm more than capable of doing so. Just don't see the point. That feels a bit yucky. So hold that there, give it a clean. There we go. Now, spot on. To clean the side of here where the now, there's still a little bit of grease on there, I can't get the cloth in. I don't want to. Yeah. That's got it. That's knocked it off. Still a bit more crap coming out of that. Let's not on that shaft, it's in that hole. They ain't got any bloody cotton buds. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I've got 2 left. Well, 1. Well, I've got 2, but they're a bit grubby, but they'll do. See if we can get that down there. Well, that's got it. Do that side. Let's do down here. I'll try and keep it in shot if I can. Right, let's take this screw off here because there's a bearing under here, I believe, that I want to, would like to get a little bit of lube on if I can. Just put that there. Don't lose nothing. Let's take this clip off. That could do with a clean. Lift this off. It should lift out. So all of it coming under here. Right, cotton bud. Just lift that off as actually. Yeah, there's a little ball in there, so make sure I don't lose that. Shut up! Clean that. Give that a bit of a clean. Get any crap off that's on the top of it. I mean, that's supposed to be tight on there anyway, it's a closed fit. Let's clean the crap off the top of this. Without bending it. That's it. Now this little ball in here. Don't think you can get it out. Oh. So all we'll do is just get that in there. Just clean that. There we go. Drop a little bit of oil in that. There's a little bearing in it. Oops. There we go. That's where the control arm goes through. Or what some of you call, most of you call the overarm. It's the control arm. Now, start putting this back together. Yeah, that went on there. That goes in there and holds that. Yeah, it goes in there. It goes in there like that. That then goes there. Like that. You all forgot which way it went, didn't you? You lot thought I forgot which way it went. That one on. That's right. Then we have this one. Goes on here. Can be a bit tricky to get this on, but it goes on. It can be a bit tricky to get on these. There we go. See, that's all tight. That all holds it tight. That. See? Right. And the clip. And it's a different style clip. We don't really need any more lubricant than what we've already put on, because we've already put enough on to get the job done. There we go, and that's how that goes. It goes like that, which is right. And then we have another clip. It goes into there. Sometimes it's easier to put them on with the pliers. Other times it's not. That goes there. Right, I think that was the right one. See if it's loose. No, that's right. Because that little one goes on here. That's nice and springy. And that slips through. Look at that now. And that one slips onto there. Ooh, that's nice and free now because it falls through. So you can push that on by hand. Near enough. Just turn it round a bit. Just get the... There we go. Perfect. And now we want our push pad. There, like that. I still don't know where that white washer came from because I've never seen one on the end of there before, and it hasn't come out from here. It's too small to go on any of these, and it's not missing from this. This has one on it, but it's not missing from there. That's got one. And there's a little ball bearing in there as well. So it's not from there. All I can think is that it came off the top of that. But I don't think it came. It didn't come off the top of that. That's for sure. No, let's lift the push pad out again. Have a really good look round before I put it together. I mean, it's the same one that goes in here. It's exactly the same washer. It doesn't go on here. It doesn't go on there. Doesn't go on there. No, it's not off that. That's, no, it's not off that. I think it's just fucking, because the only one that has one really. I'm wondering does it have two of them washers on it? Well, there is two of them. There is two on it. Yeah, there is. One under there. Sure of it. The only place that can fit is on the top of that. It's the only place it can fit, and it doesn't go on the top. So, unless there's one missing, I do not know, but we'll soon find out because I'm going to check. I'm sure there should be two of them on it, one at the top and one at the bottom. Put that on top of that push pad a minute. I don't want to lose the ball bearing, so I need to be careful here. No. I wonder if that washer, wherever it is fucking gone, I wonder if that goes on the bottom. It was taken out at some time. Probably fucking dropped in there when it was manufactured and not put together properly. No, because there's not enough room for the clip. But it's that type of washer. I think it was an extra one that fell into the fucking mechanism. But it's been there all them fucking years. Make sure I've not lost the ball bearing. Put this little clip back on. This is going to be a job and a half getting this fucker back on. The bastards to get them back in here. Right, so that washer must have fell in there when it was made. It's been in there all them years. Because I've never seen two of them washers, I'm certain of it. And I pulled that off just to double check there wasn't one under there. Anyway, let's check we've got everything in here, which we have. Not much under there gets lubricated. I've already lubricated the arm bearing. That goes in back that way and drops in. Like so, there we go. Make sure it lifts up. Yep, it does. Start putting our clips back on. Oh, pardon me. Right, well, we're not fully seated there because we haven't left room for our clip. Make sure we're fully seated. I mean, once we're in there, once we've got the clip in the groove, it will fully seat anyway, because the clip will make sure of that. That's in. Then give this a bit of a clean. There we go. Put the top on the isopropyl I4C a disaster. There we go. Now goes into there like that, goes down and round, like so. And you put the clip on. Then we want the washer, which is nice and clean. Yeah, lovely. I mean, some of these washers weren't even perfectly round when they left the manufacturer. Trust me. That's right, because the washer goes on the bottom. And then the clip, you have to manhandle it. This can be a bastard because you have to slightly compress the spring. Well, you can usually do it with the clip. There we go, the clip's on, so what we'll do, snap it into place. And our other spring, this one can be confusing actually. I've actually had this wrong a few times. This one, it's a pretty dodgy spring to put on this. And I think I should have put it on before I put the push pad on. That was just yeah, it's just enough room to get under it. But sometimes this one you can sometimes missing this spring. I know people take them off and they lose the damn things. Right, so let's try that. Just that'll jam up until it's actually here back in. Now let's just check the mechanism for operation. I was supposed to go out for a meal tonight, but I'm not going because I've got a bit of toothache. Alright, because I need to get sorted, but make sure not jammed anywhere. Oops. Oh, hang on a minute. I can't get that under there. I've got to take it all back off. Come on, you cunt. There we go. It's all got to come back off because I can't get. I haven't got the. That hasn't gone into the groove. It's an easy mistake to make. But at least I thought the push pad didn't look straight. But the thing is, you see, it's easy to make a mistake like that because everything still goes together. There we go, take that out. There a minute. What you have to do is lift the push pad up. When you put it in, put that side in first. That's better. Yeah, it's more like it. Put the clips back on. We all make mistakes, folks. We all get it wrong now and again. I'm not perfect. Well, not far off. Push that spring down so it clips down, so it gives you room to get the clip in. You know, really, when you think of it, these are actually a very simple mechanism. very simple to work on. I mean, you know, there's nothing engineered, nothing over engineered about it. It's just a nice, easy mechanism to do. It's good to, you know, these mechs are good for beginners, because there's not really a lot to sort of, you know, and the only adjustments you have to do is the tone arm set down point and stuff. Everything else is pretty much all the other adjustments, everything else that there we go, could require it. See, that hadn't gone into there like that, so that's why it was a bit stiff. But now we'll put the spring back in. Shut up, Scraps. Spring. Might not get it under there now. It should do. That goes under there. It goes along there. No, it don't. Not done. Come off, you bastard. There we go. It goes under. It goes under there. And that bit goes there. And that puts the tension on that to keep it back. There we go. Now let's try this again. Pull that in because I know it'll catch that. There we are, look at that. There you go. There you are. We're all nice and level now. That's nice, not too tight. So what we'll do next, would you believe it, we've actually finished servicing that, just got to lubricate it. But we'll lubricate it last because I want to service the cam gear, because that can go back on here at the same time. The drive gear. Oops, so that was lucky. Now, let's take our pawl off, actually, pawl, and what we do, we get, what I do with these, I get a screwdriver, lever it up slightly, push it like that, and if there's anything under there, give that a good clean, because that is not supposed to be lubricated. I keep saying it on every video because I want people to understand that it's not supposed to be lubricated. It has to move freely. It tells you that in the manual. No lubrication needed on this. It's not to be added. There's nothing really on this one. There's just the odd bit of residue. And I'm cleaning it because I wouldn't feel right if I hadn't cleaned it. Knowing that, even though I know this one's okay, I still wouldn't feel, you know, something like that. Believe it or not, something like that is something that would actually keep me awake at night. If I'd not done that, as something that would actually, it does have the potential to keep me awake. There we go. And that is how it should be. Give all this a bit of a wipe. Get a bit of IPA on that. Clean that gear. Don't need that now. Put that away for a minute. Might need it again. Clean the turntable and stuff, but I want to clean any residue, anything that might affect the operation of the unit. Now, get a little bit of oil on my finger. That's all you need. There we go. all you need. A little goes a long way. Make sure my hands are completely dry. Put our actuator pole back on. We're okay with that. Because the arm pushes the velocity trip lever here, which pushes that, and that has to have very, very little resistance on it. And if you have any crap on here, like if you lubricate, there was an air in there, it's gone now. Got the air out, I'm going to spat on it. There we go. But if you have any type of grease or oil in there, it causes what's known as stiction. And that causes the mechanism to sort of jam up. It causes the tone arm to hang up. And that's why some of them stick on records, because the tone arm's hanging up, because it's sticking. Because somebody has put grease on that when they shouldn't do. Let's use that one. I've got a flat one somewhere, but I can't find it, so I'll just use this one. We're only applying grease. There we go. Yeah. Get it covered in the brush. Grease around there. Bit in there. That's that ready. I've got the control arm to clean yet, but that goes on. It's one of the last items I'll put back on. And that's more than enough. Put that there for a minute. Get a little bit of oil. Just drop a little bit of oil on that cam follower. There we go. That's all we need. A little bit goes a long way. There we go. That's nice and free. Just get that little bit of crap off. There we go. There we go. And there. We can now put, well no we can't, let's do these bearings and the thrust washers, and then all that can be put back together. Right, where's that cotton bud I had a minute ago? Just get the crap out of this. And what we'll do, we'll put new grease in. Give that a bit of a wipe. There we go. There you go, that's nice now, that's nice and clean. So, clean the rubber ring. You don't need any oil or grease on the rubber ring. I don't know why it finds its way down there, but it does. Don't need any contaminants on that, because that doesn't do anything apart from, all it does really is have the turntable. All it does really is a bit of a spacer really for the height of the turntable, because if that's not there, the turntable sits slightly too low. And if you haven't got one of them, you just put a couple of washers on, a couple of frost washers for the thickness. And what I always do when I do these, I like to put the frost washers on upside down. The reason why I do that, because the way they were put in the factory, they wear a groove into the washer, slight groove, which causes rumble. Not that these things are rumble free anyway. I always put one upside down, it can wear the other side out then. So you put all this together outside the machine, outside the base plate, and I'm going to put it all back together. It'll only matter of dropping the control arm up, putting the arm and tone arm and control arm back on, and the turntable, and we're done. Is that grease on there? Don't know what that is. Yeah, it is. That's hard grease. It's coming off. Get a bit of IPA. Get a bit more on here. Try and break it down a bit better. That's the side of the frost washer I want to use. Oh, that's doing it. Shut up! You can actually see the groove that's worn into that over the years. There we go. Lovely, nice and clean. You're probably thinking a lot of time spent on a frost washer, but you know, let's pack this with grease. A lot of people oil these, I don't, because they're not supposed to be oiled. They're supposed to have grease in them, that's why they've got grease in them when they leave the factory. You know, I'm showing you all this so that you know how it's done, the correct way of doing it. I mean, it's alright saying, well, you know, when I studied electronics I was taught to do it this way. Yeah, that's because the guy who taught you was wrong in the first place. You know, sorry folks, but that's the case. I mean, the manufacturer tells you to do it this way, and they should know. They made the bloody thing. Put that on upside down so the groove is facing up. There we go. Move the push pad slightly forward. Clip that into position, there we go. Let's hold that up and just check. There we go. Put the clip on. yeah. And that, folks, is your BSR mechanism pretty much back together. And that's how it goes. And then what we do, we just put that there a minute because fancy a fag. Right, I shall be back in a minute. Yeah. Where's my remote? There it is. Well, we're back, and the keen-eyed amongst you might have thought, oh, hang on a minute, he's forgot to lubricate the bottom. No, I haven't. I've done it. I did it off camera. So if I just hold this pin up a little bit, there, oh, I can't now. Just hold this pin up a little bit and turn this anti-clockwise. Look how smooth that is. Get my tools out of the way of it. Look at that. Spot on. Now, give the control arm a clean. There we go. Let's give the pickup arm bracket a clean, mounting or gimbal as it's sometimes called. And that a bit of a clean. There we go, that's nice now. Give this little connecting rod a clean. This goes under, this hooks under here like that. Connects the start stop auto lever on the top of the mechanism. Now if I put the top on the grease, wipe the brush, there we go, shift all this shit out of the way, put that on there for a minute, bring the deck back, we can start putting it back together. I'll just get the deck off the top of the music centre where I left it. There we go. We've still got the motor to attend to. Oops. There we go. Right. I want to give some of this a bit of a clean while I get to it. Move that anti-skate spring out of the way. Just give it all a bit of a wipe because BSR absolutely smothered these later ones. I don't know why, it smothered them all in grease and there wasn't really any need. We've still got the speed mechanism to service, we haven't serviced it yet. Now, move that anti-skate spring there. Turn this round so that I can get to it. And this should drop in. Move the wires. This should just drop in as a complete assembly. Drops through there, drops into there. There we go. Right, bear with me folks, I'm just going to let scraps out for a piss. Right, I've done the bulk of it all off camera. What we need to do next is just put the tone arm back on. Everything's there. When you put these back in, put this mechanism back into the base plate, Always leave all the screws loose so that you've got a jiggle room. Let's just test this and turn it anti-clockwise. There, look at that. Yeah, perfect. Right, always leave a bit of jiggle room. I've got to service the motor yet and put the anti-skate spring back on. But we can start by feeding the tone arm wires through. I'll fucking get my fingers in there to pull them. There we are. I'm going the wrong fucking way. Right. Pull that through. Before we put that on, let's just put the adjuster back on for the. This can go any way up with this adjuster, doesn't matter. As long as you get the two, there's two little cutouts, two little protruding bits inside which go down there, and it's them that grip the screw. Make sure that you get the screw. And that's not straight. Oh, hang on. Give that a wipe. Just wipe any crap off that might be on there. There we go. Slide that on. Otherwise the cueing device won't work. That goes there. Where's that screwdriver I've been using? Do you know, I have an habit of putting things down and they disappear. That's the one. I'm using my right hand to tighten this because I don't want to move things about too much. There we go. That works now. And I'll put the whole thing on. There's two little cutouts in this, and it has to only goes on a certain way. There we go. Goes on that way. Give the adjuster a screw wipe. There we go. Put the adjuster screw in for the height. I'm going to estimate about there. Let's see how right I am. Put the arm on. Put the nut on. Oops. Make sure you put the nut the right way up. pliers. Get the old pliers on this. Seems to work better. That's it. Don't have to overdo it. Let's see how I am with the height. Do you know something? I'd say that's pretty spot on. But it does go a bit higher when you lift this up. Yeah. I'd say that's okay. I'd say the height's good enough. Now just hook the anti-skate spring on. It near enough finds its own position anyway, it's under here. So we'll just hook this back on. Which could be easier said than done. That's all my brushing over. Shit. I mean, let's put that there. Right, so what we need to do now is get the anti-skate spring on, and that should be easy enough. It just hooks. Through that hole, and then what I need to do is just pull it a little bit so I get my fingers there and just bend that back into position. There we go. Sorted. Bring this torn arm wire in back out so there's a bit of a loop in it. That back under there. But we want to make sure that we miss. That's it. Make sure that we don't hit that bit there. And put it there. Shift the motor wires out of the way. Yeah, that's okay. We need a bit at the back there. Put the wires back on in the order they came off. There we go, one. Don't need to add any solder, there's enough solder on this. Unless you clean the wires, then you do, but I've only just unhooked them. I'll just hook them back in. Do it in the way that you take them off, it's easier. Just get that over there so we don't, not in it, so it's not in our way. one snapped. No, I think we're okay. Do put that there, bend that in, bend that down so we're out of the way of the mechanism. Take the pliers off there because they're not part of it, obviously. Right, that's the mechanism put back together. Now just try and get a bit of oil in this motor. It doesn't need to come apart because just a little dab down the shaft. There we go, that's all it needs. A little goes a long way. Don't have to come apart this because it doesn't need cleaning out. Look at that, the spin down's lovely on it. Get a little bit down there. There we go. Yeah, some went into there. Wipe off the excess there. Right, put the motor back onto the chassis, onto the mechanism. Turn it round so that I can work on it easier. Whoops, oh fuck, spill oil on everywhere. Don't think much came out, but a little bit. It's dead thin, that oil, to make sure I've not got it everywhere. Oh no, we're okay. Right. One of these screws is longer than the others, and that goes here. The put that in the wrong fucking hole, it goes in that one. Right. Right, just have to service the speed mechanism now. That's all that's left to do. Put the lever fully, because that is a bit on the yak. Absolutely smothered it with fucking grease, and there's no need to. I mean, smother it with grease takes 30 years to go hard, if that spring up. So I don't see the point of taking the speed mechanism apart to do this. There's not really any great need. Now if I lift that now, see the difference, then do the bottom of the, pull this down at the bottom there and do it round there. Let's try that. Let's get some more, we'll get some new grease. Put some new grease in it. You'll need a little bit. It goes a long way. Just put a bit through the spring. That's it. And I always like to put a bit on the gears as well. It's not, you know, it could be argued that it's not really needed, but it probably isn't. But I always feel better. Wipe this bit off here where the control is, it'll make the control feel snuggish. Don't need any grease on that. There. That's all you need, a little bit. It'll work its way in. There we go. Flip it, oops, this side up. Right, just check. 12. Let's move the wires, motor wires out of the way. There we go. Check these, check that it goes roughly where it needs to. 12. 10. 7. And there we go. There you are. Spot on. That's all good. That's all nice and smooth. Just a little bit of oil on the idler. On the idler shaft here. There we go. That's all you need. Don't have to overdo it. A little goes a long way, like I'm always saying. Put the first fibre washer on. Let's feel, oh, that idler's nice. But still, what we'll do, we'll give it a we will have a go with the rubber renew. Don't forget, wash your hands after handling rubber renew before you put them in your mouth. This stuff's lethal. And don't get it on your eyes or try and avoid skin contact. I mean, I get it on me, but that there for a minute. Actually, I can put that back on. Get a bit of this on the motor shaft to just clean the shaft. There we go. Get any crap off the shaft. Because I've got oil on there right at the very beginning. That's it. with the fibre washer. Put the clip. There we go. All that's left to do now is clean the turntable. Get a wipe first. There we go. Just get rid of the main grease. I'm going to find a clean part of the cloth, well, a part with no grease on it. Clean the drive drum. Clean that. And then just go around there like that. Getting all the contaminants. That's it. There we go. Put the top on the isopropyl. Bit of oil. Need that in a second. All I like to do is, when I can find the hole, if I had hairs around it I wouldn't have any problem, would I? Just drop a bit of oil right in the centre. There we go, a couple of drops. That's all you need. Wipe that off there. Lift it up and down a couple of times. We'll wipe the excess off in a minute. Give it time to run down. There we are. We've got some at the bottom. Yeah, it's right the way through. We'll put it back on. Put that on there. Take off the excess oil. There we go. Let's get the clip. Shut up, Scraps. I don't want to push it with a screwdriver if I can help it. Don't have to. Don't want to scratch it. There, that one will do. Wow. That's a tight fucker. It is the clip I took off. Wow, that's a tight one. Wow. Jesus, that is a tight one. It's the one that came off. There we are. Well, at least I don't have to worry about losing the clip. I'm not scratching it too much. Now, centre spindle for there. Where's my screwdriver? Not the nicest of spindles, but it'll do. There we go. Could do a bit of a buff up there, it looks horrible. See if I can shine it up a bit. It'll do the job, but it's a bit on the manky side. I think this spindle lost its fucking shine years ago. I've got some more, but can't remember where. Can't remember where they are. This one will do. It'll do. Let's just drop a little bit of oil on it. Just in there. There we go. That oil is very, very thin. There we go. Just wipe the excess off it. There we go. Let that run through the cycle so that it can, oh, it jumped out. That's it. It creaks. It's supposed to. Because that is a nice clean, but when it's running it won't. When it's running it'll be nice and smooth like the other one was. Right, so let's get a record, just make sure it drops a record okay. Let's put the stylus in it. It's a test stylus, so it doesn't matter, it won't be getting a new one until it's ready. There we go. That's just perfect. Check the set down point. The set down point should be actually right. Yep. The reason why it's jumping is because I was holding the deck at an angle. Try that again. But there again, the stylus is fucked anyway. So. Back on. And up it comes. Back. Yeah, that little click, it switches off. There we are. And let's check the spin down. Oh God. Get in there, you. Spindle jumps out. That's it. Ooh. Let's check the spin down. Turntable's a bit warped. Look at that. Warped. Right. I'll say that's good enough, folks. Right. Join me again later when we get on with the rest of the music centre. Try and get the whole lot finished tonight. Job lot done. Perfect. Right. The next job on this, on the music centre, is the cassette deck. So join me later for that.